This class is going to continue to stack higher and harder due to the way that I'm teaching it. If you miss a day, go back and watch the replay because you're going to be lost. Today is one of those you're going to be lost days if you have not been doing the work. It's okay. I'm not here to browbeat you about that, but do not consider this a class. Consider this in 18 weeks from now, you should have a six-figure product. That does not take faith. It takes 200 people giving you $500. That's not a faith. That's not an act of faith. That's money. It's math. That's all that is. Okay, that's not an act of faith. It's not necessary. Today we're going to cover building a monthly subscription, creating and growing your email database, and ad audience. You could thank the and ad audience for Dr. Fair's audio message yesterday. And writing your email sequence for a year and selling from an interview. Since I have an interview with Dr. George Fraser, some of you should know who that is. If not, yeah, he's it's like saying Donald Trump in the Black community. At 4:00 my time today, I will be selling from that interview without selling. The goal. So let's start there. Let's start with selling from an interview. Selling from the stage, selling from a podcast, selling from the interview, they're all the same. I have a master class about this in which I can tell you is split in two, the show and the close. I can go through all that, but I don't need to today. What I need to give to you is 30, this is where you write down 30-second blocks, 3-minute blocks, and 1-minute blocks in that order. 30, 3, 1. 30-second blocks, 3-minute blocks, 1-minute blocks. I know they're out of order, but they're not out of order when I give you the rest of this information. The 30-second blocks is it's not about your audience attention because they actually paid attention for like 6 seconds, but it's not their audience attention. Can Dr. Ferris tell me why I should buy from him? Why I should follow him? Can Susan convince me why I'm even watching this interview? Because you got 30 seconds to do it, and it restarts every 30 seconds. That needs to be a word for all of you. It restarts every 30 seconds. And I'll give you a great example of this, that the church is the greatest example of what I'm talking about. So we're gonna now. I'm not sure they're gonna call me a capitalist for this, a heretic for this, or a great thinker for this. I'm not sure which one of these I'm going to fall into. But I'm going to reduce the church to a business formula. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. At least the local body engagement. And nothing about what I'm going to say is disrespect. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be a heretic after this. I'm just not sure. In that business formula, what's the transaction? People give. People and giving. That's a sale. Are we okay with this? I know you love the Lord, but your local body can't talk about the Lord if the lights is off. Okay, so now that we're on the same page, people giving. The problem with that, though, Jalen, is when it comes to church giving, if I don't like what you just did to me, you getting $1. If
Listen,
that. And I need y'all to get y'all customers are treating you the same way. Remember, I said the church is a great example of this. So I'm going to break this down now. We're going to call it environment ministry. In your 30 seconds, you need to reestablish your environment. I'm going to break this down. There's a great book about creating churches that unchurched people attend by Andy Stanley called Deep and Wide. It's a fantastic book. It's a fantastic book. Anywho, so let's back up. I'm going to tell you what I've covered so far. 30 seconds, 3 minutes, 1 minute. I'll get to the 3 and 1 in a little bit. In your notes, I apologize for my time. No word. Yeah, word. In your notes, we are talking about selling from an interview. This is your big. So header 1 is selling from an interview. Header 2 is those 3 things that I just said. And then your paragraphs would be the stuff I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. The church has customers, and you have to give. And I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, but I really need watch how it makes sense. Dr. Ferris, scholar, pastor, he can't control the fact that I just got into an argument with my wife and I'm pissed off. And I drove to his church. Rewind, press play. He cannot do anything about. I'm not in a given mood. Anybody ever here went to church and went too churchy on that day you was at church?
You talking.
Hey, so ain't a man, I ain't in a given mood. You ain't getting nothing. I'm here because they drugged me here. I need you to get this is how your audience is going to treat you online. I said the church is the greatest example of sales. It really is. And I know some of you going, well, I don't really do the religious thing. I'm not asking you to. I said, let me reduce it to something heretical, capitalistic, or great thinking. I'm not sure which one I'm going to fall into. A mega church, a successful church, is going to start branding their environment from the parking lot. You should write that down. My business needs parking lot greeters. I don't know what that means for you. I just know that Dr. Joshua Ferris needs to engage his audience before they get to his website. The website is the sanctuary. What's the parking lot? Kenneth, I am talking. I promise you I'm talking. Okay. So the parking lot is the social media you can't control. You get me? So he said the content. The content is the parking lot greeter saying, hey, how you doing? But Facebook is the parking lot. Was that your question, Deanna? I saw you put your hand down. Okay. All right. Yeah. But here's the punchline. Dr. Ferris can have everything done right for him. As soon as he get in the pulpit, he got to start all over. This is the punchline. The punchline is there must write all this down as I say it. There must be greeting, engagement, connection, information, and more connection. These greetings, engagement, connection. No, what did I say? Whoever wrote it down, tell me what I said. I'm going from memory.
Greeting, engagement,
Yep.
connection,
Yep.
information, and I think you said more engagement.
And more engagement.
More connection.
Has to be. More connection.
Okay, sorry.
More connection. Has to be. And here's the deal. That's before He opened up his mouth. Would you turn your Bibles to? Because guess what he has to do? He has to, the ushers, Susan, there's 100-man team that had to split up all 5 of those things. And he got 25 minutes to do all 5 again. Kenneth, I can't break it down no better. He has 25 minutes to do what 150 people did. And here's the deal. No matter how much he do that 25 minutes, great. If that usher was mean, don't matter what he's saying that 25 minutes. They're not coming back.
Watch yourself, preacher.
I see you, Deanna. I got your hand. If everybody nice and then he does all the engagement, hit those 5 areas, but I drop my child off and I notice that the children's church is unsafe, I ain't coming back. I wish at right. Susan, I'm not coming back because I need to worship in peace and I can't worry about my children and worship at the same time.
That's the point of children's church.
The point of children's church is to be safety first, word second.
Yep.
Hopefully they could be in a close tie, Dr. Ferris. But if you can have the word, but if you ain't got the safety, anybody come here? All right. So what I'm trying to do, what I'm doing is I'm bifurcating selling from an interview. And when I interview it today at 4 o'clock, every 30 seconds, I got to do these 5 things. And every 30 seconds, Susan, it starts over. Every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, it starts over.
Play example?
Yeah, sure. I've actually been doing it on this call. I've been doing it on this call. I will not only I give you an example, I'll show you what I'm doing. So what I'll do is I do it every time you hear me say, let's pause. I, in my head, said, let me start over. Every time you hear me say rewind, press play, I know that you have missed something or I didn't catch everybody. So I won't start completely over, but I'm going to start over at the very last thing I said to re-engage. So watch this here. Pause. I'm resetting the stage. I'm killing the Holy Spirit. Now, the first thing I'm about to do is greet. And I know y'all are getting this. I'm greeting you. So write this down. I'm telling you, I'm engaging with you. You're a participant now. So write this down. Why? Because it's important, Ina, for you to see your social media as the parking lot. And you are the connection to them while I'm trying to connect to you and give you this information you never heard before. That's going to come up in the 1 minute mark. When I get to 1 minute, that's going to come back up again. So I'm connecting with you by making you go, man, okay, I think I'm learning something. So now what I got to do now, Dr. Ferris, I got to give you the sermon. What's the sermon? Jalen asked me to repeat. Here's the sermon. Number 1, Jalen, greet, engagement, connection, information, more connections. Let me break that down even more. Greet is I have to stop whatever devil going on in you. By the time you get here, I got to control that environment. This is why I'm meeting you in the parking lot. Because you can't control how I logged on to your Facebook today. You have no idea how mad I am, bored I am. So you got to meet me there. When you meet me there, now, hey, Antonio, how's it going? And 5 different times I need to hear my name. From the parking lot. What's your name? Marcus? Marcus? Okay, thank you so much. Marcus, go by. Got Marcus coming up. Marcus coming up at stage 1. As soon as they get to the, how you doing, Marcus? It's good to see you today. All right. What some of y'all in these churches that do this, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Stage 3, Marcus is coming to stage 3. Hey, Marcus, it's so good. Now, if you're in the black churches, what's up, Marcus? You all right, man? Anyway, you know, we engage a little
handshake at
differently.
ours.
Yeah. We engage a little
We had
differently in the black
extensive
community.
training for each part of that
That's right.
process. Extensive training, and then putting their name tag on, our name
That's a good
tag
point.
on,
Yep.
signing in over here,
That's a good
all
point.
the things, and then someone taking them to their seat, all the way from the parking lot till when they
Right.
sit down, and if they need to know where the bathroom is.
I know where the bathroom is, because if you don't do what Susan just said, what you're telling your guest is, oh my God, we wasn't ready for visitors. And that's how they're going to perceive you.
And if they have children, you go through the process and go with them to the classroom.
Right. I got a
And you
bunch
want
of
to
links.
have great teachers, great
Great
people in
teachers.
there. You want the lead and then the other people. There's got to be a lead in there. Otherwise, just people that come randomly, young people, they're
Absolutely.
tired and they're just sitting there.
Absolutely.
The teenagers that
Yep.
are supposed to be helping.
And Dr. Ferris made a good point. He said, good thing I'm Anglican, because he got liturgy. Liturgy is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just organized to every house of the Lord. It's going to go through the same process. So liturgy is like going to Sam's. On this aisle is where everything gonna be at. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the liturgy. Liturgy is the difference between Walmart and Sam's. Like this is our standard structure. This is how it's going to be. Liturgy is to say, we all know when we go to McDonald's, the fries are on the left, the ice cream machine is right here. We know this. That's a liturgy, and that's someone that put a lot of thought. One of the greatest sales funnels in the world is a liturgy in the church. That's a sales funnel. What's a sales funnel? A system that sells people on something without fail, without work. It's automatic. Liturgy is one of the greatest sales funnels that ever exists.
All right. So can I ask a hypothetical? Well, ain't hypothetical.
Now, that's what we're here for. And I got a bunch of websites to show y'all.
So say someone wanted to start like a commerce group. Obviously you would have to do all this, but would it be a good idea to charge dues, kind of like the church, as you just said earlier, with giving the offerings?
So let's describe a congregation real quick to answer your question. So we're going to define a congregation. And by defining a congregation, we will then decide if we need to charge that congregation dues or not. Is that okay? His question was, if we start a commerce, some exchange of goods of something, I'm assuming he's talking digital. Okay. I'm assuming he's talking digital. Okay. So then, I was telling my daughter to cut the TV down. She didn't. I look like she turned it up. It ain't gotta be all the way down, just down enough. She's a daddy's girl. She don't care nothing about y'all. You know what I mean? What her daddy is, that's what she gonna do her thing. Right? Now, a congregation is people who have nothing in common, who then get something in common on a set of ideas and beliefs. People who have nothing in common. I promise you, if I don't care if it's all white, all black folk in a congregation, that's not the folk you got. Hey, you're not drinking a beer with half the people in your church. Let's keep it real. But in church or whatever, you like them though, because those set of ideas and beliefs give you something in common. So a congregation, I'm almost done with the definition. A congregation is a bunch of people who have nothing in common, who then gain something in common on a set of ideas and beliefs, comma, or semicolon, which is a useless, it should just be a period. And they freely donate to those set of ideas and beliefs. That's the powerful part. When you have people in common community on a set of ideas and beliefs, you 100% automatically create an economy. It is in carbon-based creature nature. What is money? You know what a civilization is? People who have come together. In order to have a civilization, you need three things. You need technology of any kind. You need, well, I'll save y'all from that nerd thing. Just know that a government or something, technology. I'm not going to say the third thing because it's going to open up a rabbit hole that I don't really get into right now. It's not for this call. It's not for this call. So I want you to know that a congregation, they're automatically going to donate. The question now becomes, do we need to donate or pay dues? Now, my question to you is, who's your audience? It's because in the church, the congregation is also the audience. That's why you don't charge dues in the church.
They would be the audience because it's a minority, basically a minority-based commerce group for young and minority entrepreneurs.
So then you don't charge. What word did you use? Dues.
Yes.
But you damn sure charge fees.
Okay.
Two different things.
Fees to be in the group.
Can you
No,
sell
fees
on?
to come to the events and stuff like that, but not dues to be in the group.
No, way more than that. Can you accept credit cards on your website without Visa or MasterCard taking 1% or whatever? It's not, it's a 0.5%, 29%, 29 cents. Can you accept money from PayPal without them taking money from you? Can you sell on Amazon without them taking money from you? Those are fees. So let me make it more plain. If your congregation is your audience, then you don't need to charge fees, but you can charge them for accessing your platform.
Okay, so basically what I was thinking was maybe for kids a subscription model, for donors a subscription model, and then obviously for like high sponsorships, kind of like how you did with WonderCon.
Fair enough. First off, I need to go to this keg worship. And that's it for me. That's it. I am a member right now. I am changing my membership. I don't care what the denomination is. That's my membership. Yes, you're right, Jalen, but let's break this out more. In order for you to charge people to have access to your platform, you can't just, well, you need to control distribution too. It's not just the platform, but you got to control distribution. I can get complex with this as an infrastructure as a service, software as a service, and platform as a service, but I won't, unless you ask me a high level question like that, then I won't get into infrastructure as a service. That's infrastructure as a service is using Amazon Cloud, AWS. That's infrastructure as a service. Okay, that's infrastructure as a service. Platform as a service is using Facebook. You're using their platform as a service because you can go in. Well, so Facebook is software as a service. If you're software as a service, you can't make many changes. This is what it is, but you can use the platform as a software as a service because they have a distribution you don't have. If it's platform as a service, you can make many changes, but not too many, but many. So whenever y'all create a business page, a fan page, you're now in platform as a service.
That's what I was probably going to have to do.
Exactly. Exactly. No, you get, and since y'all got all y'all storage and stuff, half of y'all, you use Facebook as a whole storage. If somebody die, You going to Facebook and grabbing funeral pictures off. Don't fool me now. The world done changed. You know what you're doing. It used to be, Susan, you went into that top, that wood knot shelf in the drawer, the one with the 6 drawers, and that top one had all the important paperwork in it. Is that just a black thing, or is
That's safe. That's safe underneath the clothing in the back of the closet.
Yeah. The first 2 drawers is no. The third drawer is for the bras, but them first 2 is for the first one is for the important paper. The second one got the pictures in there. When Lil Phil had a fat stomach before his baby fat trimmed out. All that stuff like that. All that stuff. Though we won't do that no more. We won't have to. We just go to a photo album when I think that's platform as a service. So back to you now. I've been showing you this 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, I have to re-engage you with those 5 steps. Why? Because the internet has changed the world. Because this is not a consumer-based society. That's how Phil and Susan grew up. This is a value-based society now. That's what the information age has done. The information age has made somebody right now is going, I don't know if I want to follow Dr. Ferris. I have options. They're doing that right now. He hasn't even said anything to them. He hasn't said anything wrong, Kenneth. They don't even know him. And they automatically go, but I got choices. You better do something. We live in a value-based society. I sure hope y'all listening. Now, the 1 minute. I do this. Not only do I do it well, but I do it very intentionally, okay? I do it crazy intentionally. And that is every 1 minute, you need to say something to that audience they never heard before. Every 1 minute. Every 1 minute, you need to say something. You need to introduce a new detail, a new fact that makes them go, man, okay, I didn't think about it that way. It needs to be intentional. So let's pause. I'm re-engaging now because I have my 30-second timer in my head, Dr. Ferris. Okay. I taught it to y'all. Pause. I'm re-engaging now. I'm going to connect with you. I'm going to re-engage. So watch this. The only things we talked about so far is selling from an interview. I have bifurcated, it's trifurcated, but I've only gave you 2 of the trifurcation, the split into 3. I gave you those 5 things. That's that engagement. I gave you this church example. And now I introduced a new fact to you. Every 1 minute, you got to be revealing new information. I'm sorry. I got that wrong, y'all. My bad. I got that wrong. Every 3 minutes, you need to be reintroducing something that does not make sense. I mean, that has never been said before. My bad. Because it was 33-1, right? Yes, every 3 minutes. If the interview is 5 minutes and every 1 minute, you understand. If the interview is 5 minutes, but I'm assuming you got 45 minutes. That makes sense. 9 times 5 is 45. This means about 12 times in one 45-minute interview, you have wowed somebody. That makes sense. It makes sense. People think I'm brilliant. They're wrong. I'm not brilliant. I am well practiced.
And strategic.
And way too strategic, right? For sure. Some people think I just come off my head with things. It's not what I do. I always have a script. Now this part is genetics. I just have a memory that I can look at something for 5 minutes, remember it forwards and backwards. It's just unfair what I can do with my memory. That's genetics, though. That's completely genetics. That's completely. That's not. Well, it is teachable, but not to the point where I could do it. So I'm telling you, every 3 minutes, you need to be saying something so valuable that when Dion listens, Dion goes, man, that was exactly what I need. You can end the whole call now. I got what I need. And 3 minutes later, damn, you did it again. Oh, well, come on in. This is what we every 3 minutes needs to be. I don't even need you to say nothing else. I got what I need now, Antonio. I'm good. I'm good. Every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes. Now that you get that, the 1 minute, let's back up a little bit though. I'm re-engaging you. That time the re-engage was by accident. I do need to back up so we can all walk together, but I actually did my formula in my head because it's so much of a virtue for me now. It's automatic. Kenneth, every 30 seconds, you got to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It ain't changing. It's not changing. It's not changing. After that 30 seconds, you need to be thinking, every 3 minutes, I need to be saying something fantastic. Every 3 minutes, I need to be saying something fantastic. Every 3 minutes, I need to be saying something fantastic. And the 1 minute is every freaking minute on your interview. Your goal should be to push one message. One message. Hopefully, that one message you have. In fact, nope. I'm going to tell you what your one. I'm going to tell you how to formulate your one message. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself because I don't want y'all walking out of here. Before I tell you how to do the one message, Grace, don't let me forget. That one message, it needs to be pushed every 1 minute. I have a dream that one day. Yeah, I have a dream was the one message. Every minute. I have a dream. Man, what are you talking about? You know, you got a dream. Man, it's not his most gifted speech, but it is his greatest. It's his Mozart symphony. It's his Picasso painting. It's that I have a dream speech is 100% genius. See, here's the crazy thing about genius. This is me introducing. My 3 minutes went off of my head. Here's what genius actually is: someone in their gift doing a lot of things, and by some stroke of godly randomness, there's your masterpiece. Every Picasso painting was not a masterpiece. Every symphony from Mozart was not a masterpiece. Every shot from Michael Jordan was not a masterpiece. But in order to have a masterpiece, you need to be in your genius gift, shooting your shot as much as you can. And from that, from the randomness of this world, Phil, I don't know, there flows your masterpiece. That's human history. Leonardo DiCaprio. I almost said Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo da Vinci, excuse me. Okay. Leonardo da Vinci, different era, different geniuses, two different geniuses. Okay, two different geniuses. Sculptures, paintings, etc. Every 1 minute, your message need to be one. I'm going to tell you what one is, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. A lot of y'all know how to do 3 points in your speech. It's one of the worst things you can ever do. It's one of the worst things you can ever do. Now, as somebody that does 3 points, because that's the Baptist church way, for God's sake. Sacrilegious that I just said that. What I actually do, Dr. Ferris, I have 1 point that I reinforce 3 different ways. I don't have to. What y'all do is y'all have 3 points. So by the time I finish listening to you, you gave me 4 messages. You cannot, I can't accept you as a genius when you force my one brain.
I don't know about that.
No, let's talk about it.
But like, well, the way we teach it is they have their main message, but they're not organized on how to share it. So we give them 3, for 25 minutes, 3 points that relate back to their primary message.
So we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
One message that's reinforced 3 different times.
Yes, that's what we do.
Without the humor consultant's guide, I got 4 messages because you get up there and you're trying to sound smart. So what you do is you have your
reinforce that more now.
exactly
We'll have to reinforce
exactly.
them. Yeah.
I'll take you through it. Your title. How many of y'all know people they talk and they title ain't got nothing to do with what they talked about? That's 15 messages off top right there. The title was one message. Now everything you talked about is completely different messages. I am still on pace. I start at the end of my thing. So now your title's one message, and then they give me a point, Susan. They give me a non-connotation, non-humor consultant's point. There's your second message. Then you give me a third point. There's your third message. You keep going. So now, why is this a problem? Because when Kenneth finally says to me, Antonio, are you ready to buy? Of course I'm not.
The action step at the very end.
Of course I'm not ready to buy. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Of course I'm not ready to buy. Of course I'm not ready to buy because you haven't made a difference in my life. You informed me. You have not transformed me. You showed me how smart you are. You did not show me how that applies in my own struggle. Tanya's supposed to be smart, but if I can't relate it to my struggle, my desires, she's just smart. Grace, you see it in network marketing. I would sign up, but I can't do a presentation like that. I can't do that.
Exactly.
I can't stand in front of people and do that good old presentation the way you did. This is why they have a liturgy in network marketing. It's the DVD. Now, this is how long ago. You know how long ago I'm talking. Ain't no DVDs now. You can't even walk in somebody's house and have a DVD player. But you get the point. Dr. Ferris's liturgy was network marketing CD. That's a liturgy. You had it down to 39 minutes and 11 seconds. You watched, you played it so much, you knew exactly what the person was going to say. Our company's been around for 7 years, and right, you know every single thing that was going to be said over and over. Okay. Recap. Every 30 seconds, you got to re-engage me. I'm doing it to you right now. Every 3 minutes, you got to tell me something that just, wow, Antonio, I've never heard it this way before. I can actually use this. And every 1 minute, you need to be pushing this agenda. And my one thing is up front. You in 18 weeks, you should have a 6-figure business. That's my one message. I don't have a title for today's class because I don't know what to call it. I'm just telling you what we talking about today. What we talking about is building your monthly subscription, creating and growing your email database and audience, and writing your email sequence for a year, selling from an interview. That's too long for a podcast title. So you know how you get in your car and they scroll across the title. That ain't nothing popping up on that one. It's gonna say too many words. 33-1 principle. There you go. That's good. That's my title. That's my title. 33-1 principle. Everybody okay on that? Ask questions here because I started there because that was actually the easiest one. We're going higher and we're about to do some math, and I'm sorry for that. I do apologize. I know, but it's math of money. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so before we move forward, I just want to make sure that I understand what you have said so far.
Yep.
So greeting, engagement, connection, information, and more connection are the 5 things that we should do before they get to our website, also known as our sanctuary. So from
Have you ever joined a church that didn't connect with you?
Huh?
Have you ever joined a church that didn't connect with you?
No.
Stay with a man that didn't connect with you.
No.
All right, so there you go. Keep going.
And then once they get to my website,
Okay.
I need to greet,
Nope.
engage,
Nope.
connect.
Nope. I'm so glad you said that. Slap in my face. Do not send people to your website during this process. You send them to your
Well,
landing page. No. You helped me. You helped me. I
oh,
left this out.
Send them to
You
your
helped your landing page.
landing page. Okay.
Y'all hear me? Send them to your landing page. My website, which we're going to show, ain't no website, Dr. Ferris. It's
So is
a
the landing page
series
the
of
lobby?
landing page. Say it again.
So is the landing page the lobby?
The landing page is the lobby. It's a good analogy. I'm coming back to you, Deanna. Let me tell you, I like that so much. Let's keep the lobby in that. The landing page is the lobby where your best person who represents you never asks for time off, never takes a break, never wants a pay raise, never wants anything. And they, every time, if 1 million people come to that lobby person is going to start the full process over with every one of them without error. That's your landing page.
So the reason I thought about the lobby, since you want to use the analogy of the church,
Absolutely.
I did not join the church because my son say, "Mommy, this is too much. They got too much going on in the parking lot." And then they weren't even friendly when we got in here. They knew they hadn't seen us before.
Did you join that church? Did you end up joining? If you
Heck
did,
no.
I was gonna say if you did, you got re-engaged by somebody.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I was gonna say if the only way she would have joined, somebody had to re-engage her and start the process over again.
Somebody would have had to engage because it wasn't nothing.
No, it's plenty. You have there's so much I want to say there, but I won't. So much I want to say that, but I won't. Let me just recap this lobby thing. Dr. Ferris, that's a great question. Do you pay in a lobby? Yes, you do, and no, you don't. Yes, you do, and no, you don't. Does Antonio have people paying in the lobby? Absolutely not. Does Antonio have people paying in the lobby? Absolutely yes. I don't want to tell you it just depends. There's a filtering out of customers, but that's in the section building your monthly subscription and growing your email. It's in both of those. It's in both of those. Which we're walking to right now. It's in both of them. So here's the short answer there. Whenever I share my website, I'll be answering that question. Okay. I'll be answering that question. Do we pay or not? I'll be answering that question. Cool. Whenever y'all see me share my website and share, because I'm gonna use my emails that I'm sending out to you. I told y'all to pay attention. Hopefully y'all paid attention. Hopefully y'all been paying attention. I'm gonna use both of those to show you, because there's one thing to explain, but you need to see examples. You know what I mean? You need to see examples. Okay, cool. I'm gonna show you ConvertKit. So when I show my website ConvertKit, like actually what's happening, y'all are gonna see, and it's gonna make sense. Keep going, and we're gonna do it right after Deanna finishes her question. Question and recap. Keep going, Deanna.
Oh, okay. So in social media, which is our parking lot and the
Okay.
journey from the parking lot to the lobby, we greet them, engage them, connect with them, inform them, and connect with them some more. Then when we get to the landing page, we greet them, engage them, connect with them, give them more, give them information and connect with them more.
Only about one thing. As long as you putting that in there, then you're correct. If it's not there, because I don't want to know about, well, Deanna was born and reared in Galveston, Texas.
No.
But
Yeah,
this is what we're taught. This is what y'all do. Right now, if I dare one of y'all to have like a church anniversary and watch how much you learn about somebody who died 72 years ago. There's a time and place for that. But it ain't doing the church anniversary. But y'all do it the church anniversary. But you don't do it on Easter. Because you view Easter as a payday, whether you want to admit that out loud or not. It's one of the biggest offerings in the church, whether you want to admit it out loud or not. So when you think about that, you actually approach church differently that day, don't you? You do. Mother's Day and Christmas. 3 biggest offerings. That's universal. That's universal. It just is what it is. It's universal. It just is what it is. Okay, go ahead, Dan.
And then you repeat those same 5 things on the landing page, which is the lobby. And then once you get from the lobby to the sanctuary, you repeat. So we're basically every step of the way, we're doing these 5 things.
So next week, make sure Grace write down for me. The landing page needs to be a very significant chunk of next week. Okay, just remind me of that. Okay, keep going. But yes, to answer your question is yes.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
So it's a trifurcated question.
Fair enough.
How does each of these areas look in the parking lot, on the landing page, and in the in the parking lot, in the lobby, and in the sanctuary?
Good thing is I'm going to answer those when I share my website and stuff. So that actually I looked up with that. I looked up.
That works.
Yeah.
For me. Thank you.
I'm gonna show me. I'm gonna show Russell Brunson. I can list them. I'm gonna show my website. I'm gonna show you my ads. I got you, Jalen. I'm gonna show Nicholas Sansbury Smith. Yeah. So it's gonna be Russell Brunson, Antonio Smith, and Nicholas Sansbury Smith is what y'all gonna get today. Yes, sir.
I just her question kind of went over my head, and I think it was important for me. Could you just redo it?
Repeat your question down.
Okay, which part? Because I had quite a bit.
The one. Well, you didn't even finish the trifurcation. You didn't need to. When you asked, "What does it look like?" Which part were you asking? What does it look like?
So he was telling us how he was telling.
Hold on. Let me simplify first. Antonio, and then you can say after me. Antonio, I got a lobby in my head. I get it. Can you show him what it looked like on my website? And then show it what it looked like on social media. Then show it what it looked like in text message. Show me what this lobby looked like in all these different methods. Okay, go ahead, Dan. Not everybody can walk with you.
So he was telling us that the parking lot is social media. Then thank you, Trinace. The landing page is the lobby. And then the sanctuary is our website. But we have to greet, engage, connect, inform, and do more connection in all 3 of these areas. So I asked him, what does greeting, engagement, connection, connection, information, and more connection look like in
Would you like me to show you
places?
Grace, can you pull up the email from yesterday and share it on the screen? Not the one from today, from yesterday. The new book cover reveal. When I tell y'all, you cannot learn this without buying people's products. You cannot learn this without getting people's free products. It's impossible. It's like trying to learn how the hospital works by looking at the emergency room. There's so much more to the hospital. You have to get behind the scenes. Oh my God, he's such a great speaker. No, he's a great seller. I'll do it again. Some of y'all heroes cannot sell from the stage. And then Dr. Ferris walks himself up there and it makes $23,000 real quick. He wasn't a big name because there's a difference. Scroll all the way up to the top, Grace.
Yeah, I had to write down where I stopped at because I would never find it.
Because tell that you're answering. No. You're answering the question right now, Grace. Why did you have to say where you wrote down that?
Because it's so lengthy.
But
I would never find it.
What were you saving? What were you doing? What were you saving?
Oh, I was reading chapter 1.
Why?
The sneak peek of chapter 1.
Why?
Because I'm wait a minute, where is it at? I'm part of the community.
Now, surely, since you're my friend, you gave me a chance, but I actually write extremely well. So now you go, man, I like this though. Now, what's happening when what were you reading, Grace? The email or the chapter?
I was reading the chapter.
So when you wrote something down, you said, wait a minute. Stop your screen, Grace. I need everybody to pay attention to what I'm trying to say. I didn't ask Grace to write down where she don't want to mess up. Grace on her own said, wait, I need to adjust my whole life to make sure I don't mess up my life in your content. What Grace just adjusted for was my life in her life. Do not get that twisted. Man, I need y'all to get this. Grace doesn't even have a life right now. When you're reading an author's book and you can't get out the car, when you're listening to your favorite preacher preach the sermon, Susan, and you can't get out the car, that's not your life no more. That's that message. And you have genuinely said, forget my life. This is 100% my life. We are evenly yoked until I get out this car. And then when you get out the car, you got to re-engage. And some of y'all get out the car and go, gotta go in this house. I know they didn't clean up. So you literally go from ain't God good to, ooh, they're going to get on my nerves. That's how quickly someone else's environment messes up that one. Did I get it? Go ahead, Deanna. No, this was perfect. And I'm going to show you what I did.
Thank you for that. And then that adds to my question.
Okay, I got you next.
And that adds to my question, because now what platforms are in the parking lot? What platforms are in
I feel you, but stop right there. Dr. Ferris is going to give, I'm going to say, you're in Greek class and you're rushing to translation. You don't want to parse the sentence. You don't want a sentence diagram. You don't want to conjugate no verbs. You just want to get straight to translation. We all do it. Dr. Ferris, am I lying? Like this is the that's what you do it. What platforms? I feel you. But if you don't understand how there's a behavior of those people on that platform. I can tell you Facebook, but y'all need to notice that Grace said, when I say Grace, say your screen, Grace was reading without my permission. Was Grace reading her book or mine? All right, I'll prove it to you. Everybody write this down. This is the number one point. In fact, there's nothing I've said that's going to be more important. And in 20 weeks, I'm not going to say nothing more important. It's all about one or two phrases, one word, but it's a phrase. Screen time. Grace only has 24 hours. She just said, Antonio, wait a minute. I had to write down when I'm getting back in the screen time of your universe. I really need y'all to fit. Dion just got it. You only got 24 hours. She's going to sleep for 8 of them. Grace said, I am scheduling screen time with you later, Antonio. Diana did the same thing last night. Oh my God, I fell asleep reading. I'm going to catch back up. I need y'all to get this. I'm gonna show you numbers of why it's I almost want to do it now, but I don't. Diana, you're right. The platform is, the answer to your question is your favorite platform, to be honest with you. Whatever platform you're going to put the energy. If you want another higher level answer to that question is, each platform is the platform according to the language and audience you're trying to get. So I tie in Dr. Ferris' low-hanging fruit. If Dr. Ferris can't talk like a doctor on Instagram, he does it on LinkedIn. He can talk like a doctor on Facebook because it's just too big to fail. On Instagram, he needs to be a relatable doctor. He needs to be Joshua on Instagram. He needs to be Jordan Peterson, not Dr. Peterson. There's a difference. Dr. Peterson on LinkedIn, Jordan Peterson on YouTube and Instagram. Jordan on TikTok. So each audience, each platform, not only does your message have to get tailored, but it's according to that audience. It's according to that audience, and that's going to accord to your platform. Does that answer your question? Now, the reason I understood how to get that is I understand the behavior. I still haven't answered the low-hanging fruit question yet, but I'm about to. I just can't. I'm gonna get there. Go ahead, Grace. Share your screen. Does everybody receive that Grace only has 24 hours in a day? And Grace said, "Hey, Antonio, I wrote down so I can get back in your day. So put you in mine." All right. So Deanna, I brought this up because Deanna asked a question. Now this is low-hanging fruit. So now I'm in Dr. Ferris' question. This is low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna slow down. This is low-hanging fruit. Everybody okay with that? This is low-hanging fruit. All right. Yesterday, I wrote a message saying all this good stuff here. Y'all get it? Grace, scroll down this entire message. Tell me if you can click anything.
No.
Low-hanging fruit, Dr. Ferris. Here it is. I wrote a message yesterday with nothing clickable. Just for you to, the only thing that's clickable is unsubscribe. Just for you. Yeah. Just for you to those 5 things. I won't even repeat those 5 things we talked about earlier. Engage, repeat, all that stuff. Remember that? Grace, could you pull up the email from today?
It's
Oh, no. You know what? Pick that one up, Grace. Look, thank you, Grace. How I'm trying, Grace, here's why I believe together you and I should add my website to your daily routine. That's so cool. I'm saying, Grace, I know you on social media, but if you can make my website social media too, I'd really appreciate that. I really would. I really appreciate that. And I break it down. Daily dose of excitement and unlocking secrets behind the scenes, new series alerts, blah, blah, blah. Then I gave you what I don't know. Me and Deanna talked about it. Ain't no other author telling you what's coming out in phase 1 of all their books. And that ain't even all of them. Because Vegetation Games ain't on there.
It sure isn't.
No, some of the stuff I'm releasing is top secret. It ain't on there. So I didn't just from 2024 to 2025, Dion, I told you what you can look forward to. Hold on, let's get back on them things. Then I told you books 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then Citizens later on there again, book 5. So you know you're getting 5 books from one series. Then I took Harmony Heights. I didn't put which one because that's top secret. I'm not going to tell you how it's coming. I can't confirm or deny how it's coming. I can't do that. Inhabitants, Solarian Artifact, Hayden Cage, Faction, keep going. But I'm showing you, this is me saying, hey, there's a lot of stuff here, Grace. Then, wait, stop right there, Grace. Can you tell them when phase 2 kick off?
Oh, stay tuned as phase 2 kicks off in the middle of the year in 2025.
So not only, man, okay, so what we're doing right now is we are at the section now of building your monthly subscription and creating and growing your email database. We're in these 2 right now. This is where we are. This is low-hanging fruit because joining my email is for free. That's a low-hanging fruit. Grace, stop your screen real quick. I want to share mine. Remember I told y'all when I share my screen, I'm going to be answering some of them questions I said. Oh, hold on. Grace, do me a favor. Google real quick. No, Deanna, do me a favor. Google real quick because you keep your screen on. Google average open rate for mass emails or something. And we'll just pause. Average open rates for emails.
This is building your monthly subscription and creating and growing your email database?
Absolutely. You'll know when I'm deep in building your monthly subscription, because I'll be giving you math and percentages and stuff. And some of y'all will be like, oh my God, I graduated school. I don't want to go back to it. Deanna, share your, first off, share your, everything's entertainment. So share your screen out loud and do that first.
Check your private messages.
Oh, we should have said that. Okay, now she needed sharing screen privileges. She's being nice. Men always think they know what they talk about, Noella.
I mean, just always.
Susan, if I just keep my mouth shut, Susan. All right, if I just keep my mouth shut. All right, the average email open rate is 15 to 25%. However, benchmarks vary by industry. The average open rate for government email is 28%. Internal emails could be 50, 94. That makes sense. Financial, but we can say 28%. All right, you can stop your screen. I'm going to say 28%. Now, when the bigger your audience gets, the less that can drop. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh so everybody knows that this is not Photoshop. Yeah, see, that's my name. I can click it. This ain't Photoshop. I'm just going to go to subscribers. Actually, I'm going to go to, well, right here. My average open rate is 57.34%.
That's high.
That's super high. I'm not done yet. I'm going to share my screen again. I already had these pulled up. I have these pulled up for y'all. I'm going to share my screen again. This time I'm going to come to Facebook. I already have it pulled up. I actually stopped these ads because I didn't need them no more. I need you to understand that for $6, that's 704 link clicks. That's not impressions. That's link clicks. For $15, I reached 92,000 people. Okay, you say, well, Antonio, can you make that make sense to me? Grace, if you and Dan, if you can go back, Google out loud. No, what? Nope. Let me not do it that way. Hold on. I got you one better, Dan. I got you one better. You can stop your screen. I got you one better. We're not going to rely on Google. Let's come here. Let me move this out the way. Let me do.
You're using psychographics for these, right?
Absolutely, and I'm going to show y'all how to do it. I'm going to give you my formula today. I'm absolutely going to get, because thank that everybody in meeting might say thank you, Dr. Ferris, because he asked the question yesterday.
Thank you, Dr. Ferris.
Dr. Ferris.
Yeah, it's completely, it's on him. He did it. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to come to my page. I have no idea what's going on there. I'm going to come to my page. There we go. And I'm just going to hit boost post. I have no idea. All right, we're just going to hit boost post. Cool. Is it? Yeah, it's a boosting post. Susan, this is so. Grace, do me a favor, unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
They're suggesting I pay what?
$98.
And for $98, they're saying I'm going to reach who, Grace? How many people?
Between 3,200 and 9,300.
This is accounts reach. They're saying for 98. What
but for $15, you reach 92,000.
They're saying for $98, I'm going to reach 3,000 people. But for $6, I reached 19,000 people.
That's crazy.
For 15, I reached 92,000 people. And that is more than what they said. That's more. But here's the crazy part. The link clicks is more than what I'm spending. So how did I get there? Well, that's the section we're in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, you need to come right now to Russell Brunson, and y'all absolutely need to join this funnel. I already got the book, Antonio. Use a different email. Ina, I know you got the book. Start from day one. Make up an email. Go to inasfunnels@yahoo.com if you got to. I don't care. But you need to rejoin it. You know why? Because this free book made him 2 commas. 2 commas. Y'all know that's a 10-digit number, huh?
Yep.
Caitlin Clark just signed for 2 commas. She had to be a basketball player, the greatest in the world. But this is the best sales funnel. Isn't it pricey? We're going to come back to that. This is selling the book. This is selling your books in the lobby. Virtually and actually. Okay. You're going to join that one. And you're going to, I'm not sharing my sign. I'm not sharing the right way, but you're going to join that one. Also, if you have not, you've grown, but you also need to join the Antonio stuff. If you have not, this is a great example because here's a picture, here's a list, here's a bunch of questions. I'm going to teach this next week of why this is so long. I'll teach this next week. But I will point this out, Jalen. For free, I type this many words. What you think I do when something costs $14? If I choose this many words for free, Kenneth, you should know when it costs. And the bigger the cost, Dr. Ferris, the longer the video, the longer the sales copy, the more testimonies. Why? Because we're attempting to, you know why you want to get to a best seller? This is me introducing the fact today that most people ain't thinking about. It has nothing to do with clout. It has everything to do with bestseller. And the human's mind says, I'm not wasting my money. Well, all these people like Dr. Ferris' book must be a good investment. This is why you try to get the bestseller. Because it psychologically says, I am de-risking my money. I don't want to, who literally wakes up and go, I want to buy a terrible book today. No. And if you're anything like me and Susan, so as you go to a bookstore, you go into clearance and bestsellers. Gonna help me somebody. Hey, wait, where your clearance section at? Let me check that out first. Yeah. Because both of these are de-risking. Clearance, because I know I ain't gonna waste some money, I got a discount. Bestseller, I'm not gonna waste no money because all these people say it's good. Man, that was so important. I can't even move forward with the rest of the class until I know everybody got that. Please, I'm stop. You can ask me questions right here. Because I'm about to go higher in this whole low-hanging fruit. Because the punchline is, Dr. Ferris, I'm about to tell you, yeah, how can you brainwash your low-hanging fruit? But I can't do it until we got questions right here. Go ahead.
So basically, you're saying the social proof is going to do it.
Now, yes, sir. Not only is social proof going to do it, you made me bring up Jonah Berger. I did not. He was not part of the class. He's about to be now because you just said the word social proof. Absolutely.
So I was thinking about the level of investment. You are willing to invest in a bestseller because other people said that they were good. The other ones on the clearance, it's low risk. If you spend $5 on a book and it ain't all that good, it was just $5 wasted. But you go spend $30 on a bestseller because everybody said it's worth the read.
That's 100%. Everything you just said is 100%. That's what you're trying to do to your audience. Yeah, we're gonna be here for 2 hours. Do you understand I got to do that up front? You know, the brain can only take what the behind can absorb. You understand?
Listen, you're correct.
That bladder start getting full, Susan. You're like, I ain't Tony. I'm hungry now. You know, then he be like, camera's on. Damn it, I can't even multitask while he talking. These are all killer of conversations. Killer of conversations, okay? Let's go to what Jalen said, and I'm backing up. Jonah Berger, Harvard business professor in marketing area, wrote a book called Contagious. It's freaking fantastic. In this book, he talks about the laws of virality. This is before viral was even a thing, Dr. Ferris. This book came out in, I don't know. Grace, look up when this book came out. Oh, I think she off camera. Oh, there you go, Grace. Okay, yeah. Look up Contagious, Jonah Berger release date. This is, he broke it down and there's 6 big ideas. I'm gonna put this link in the chat for you. What Jalen called social proof, I'm going to reduce to social currency because it's currency that we need. Dr. Ferris, we're all in low-hanging fruit now. We're all in low-hanging fruit. Here's the 6 big ideas. If Dr. Ferris wants low-hanging fruit, the number one thing that Dr. Ferris must know is I ain't sharing blank if it don't make me look good.
May 3rd, 2016.
2016, okay? But pay attention, y'all. Man, share my status, man. No. Get out of here. That's why I don't ask y'all I don't ask y'all to share my status. I don't do that. You know why? I'm gonna stop this real quick so I can get it. The number one rule of low-hanging fruit is it better make me look good.
Can you repeat that?
The number one rule of low-hanging fruit is this better make me look good. I'm not coming to spiritually driven leadership to learn. I'm coming to look good to the people I care about.
So,
hold on real quick, Trinace. I just said something. Y'all, oh my God, God gave me this. And I want you to learn. Don't nobody care about learning from Antonio. They want to steal from Antonio and then go, yeah. I'm a smart, huh? Yeah, I was smart. Thank you, man. And never gonna give me credit. And you know what? That's our agreement. That's our agreement. Let me make you look good. Steal my joke, even though I'm not a joke, that's Phil, right? But let me steal your joke and do a whole comedy special with it. That's our agreement. You need to be in low-hanging fruit. Your business model needs to completely change from I have a passion to I have a passion about making Ina look good in front of the people she care about. It changes your whole business system. It changes your whole business system. I did it to Ina. Ina was already doing visuals and stuff. Doesn't matter what I did. Can't tell you what I did. But I will say this. She showed looking real good from people I don't even know she know. If she wasn't a super fan, she is one now. Because when you make people look good and then they get paid for something you did, something you gave them, Dr. Ferris, they go from low-hanging fruit to take my money every month. And that's the point. All right, go ahead, Janae. Janae first. Go ahead, Janae.
So the sharing thing, maybe I knew that subconsciously.
Right.
Because I don't share everybody's stuff. I don't. I mean, maybe we all know that subconsciously.
We do all know it subconsciously. But
Maybe
when
we
we
all know
become the
this subconscious.
entrepreneur, we forget what we know subconsciously. Yeah. We think because we friends You supposed to be loyal to me.
So no. If your stuff, what you talking about is crazy, if you know me, you know I'm not gonna share it.
Glad you said that. We can take it out of crazy. Let's take it out of all extremes, Tanya, and let's just keep it real. I'm gonna talk quiet because the feds is listening. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. I just want to be first to my audience. Let's keep it real. I want to be the first person to say something smart about souls. That's Dr. Ferris' book. I don't care that other people are going to say it. I don't care. I got you, Grace. I don't care. It's been said before. But my auntie ain't never heard it. I'm just, Susan, it's 357 people that I care about. I don't like them that much, but I like looking good in front of them. That's what it's about. That's why he calls it social currency. This is why we share vaccines kill people, vaccines don't. I don't care if it's true. I didn't even read the article. I read the headline and say, shit, catch that one, y'all. Bet y'all ain't see this one first. Got it here first. That's 100%. That's 100%. I still remember y'all told me 5G caused COVID. I ain't gonna never forgive y'all for that. I still remember it. I still remember the cell phone towers caused COVID. I still remember it. But it was cool to post about. You hear me? Okay, go ahead, Grace. That's a solid point there.
No, what you said is true because
Yeah.
the podcast chat that we have in Line App, Ebony, Ron, and I got the post about Reggie Bush, the notification about Reggie Bush at the same time.
Same time.
And I was getting ready to do it, but then I saw Ron and I was like, dang.
Like, oh, man,
And Ebony
he
just said, and Ebony put in the chat, man, I was just about to put that.
You know what I'm saying? Beat me to it. This is please.
We got to have the eyewitness news ministry.
For real. Slime in the ice machine. Marvin Zindler. Eyewitness news. That's a Houston thing. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Don't worry about it. He sleeps with his ancestors now, but he ruled the 80s. Let me just tell you. Houston, Texas, 3 channels. Marvin Zindler met. And when Marvin Zindler was on, Susan, I mean, I had to go to bed. You ain't grown folk business now. You know this news is on, boy. Take your butt to bed. Y'all ain't. Well, I thought we had the same grandmother. My bad. I thought we had the same grandmother. Don't worry about it. You know, when that news come on, it was news or mash.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless America.
I put my butt to bed when MASH came on.
When mash came on,
I had to go to bed when the
stayed
Jetsons
awake.
came on.
It was time to go to bed.
Stayed awake for a few episodes of MASH because on the weekend I ain't
That's
had
one
no
of the greatest shows of
time.
all time. It's
It
one of the great
really
shows of all time.
was.
It really is. Yeah, it was way ahead of its time.
I had to be much.
The show would be relevant today if it came out. Like it'd be relevant today. Anywho, social currency. So while Jalen says social proof, he's right. But now, bro, we got to put steroids on this. Dr. Ferris has a book coming out about souls and stuff and some other stuff. And the things he write about need to push. You got to hit first. And I want y'all to pay attention to my website. I want you to pay attention to my website. My website is 100% designed for you to get it here first. My entire website. Because here's what, I could be lazy. What I can do is I can put my email list and my website with the same information.
This
I
is
could.
Team Force website?
Say it again.
Team Force?
Yes, sure is. And it's a blog specific website. And I built it for Deanna, and I was like, I've told her for like 2 years, I really need to change my website to something like yours. And I wind up doing it. Here's still, Deanna asked me about this book yesterday. It's on the page. This ain't no website, y'all. This is a series of landing pages. This is a whole series to where I got a whole AI that's going to kill the world. This is a whole series that's coming.
Oh,
Ain't nothing. Yep.
So I just heard what you just said.
I'm
Your
glad somebody did.
sanctuary is just full of a whole bunch of lobbies.
That's it. My sanctuary is full of a whole bunch of lobbies that tell one message. I ain't got no website. What do you learn about Antonio Smith? Where's the contact information? No. Where's the contact information?
There is none.
Why don't you have an about?
I saw that though. You got your pages up there though too.
Because conversion. I'm telling you what's important to me. Join the Solarian verse. I'm telling you what's important to me. Browse my topics.
So you don't want the people to connect with you, contact you?
I don't need them to contact me, because contact me. Okay, let me stop the screen. Contact me converts such a way. I don't need them to contact me. I need you to connect with my authorship. Then you'll contact me. This low-hanging fruit now.
Well, how they gonna contact you if they don't
God.
have nowhere to contact you?
No, you contact me by joining the Solarian verse.
Okay, got
And
it.
watch this here. And look at every
Okay,
page.
so then when you join, then you get all their information. Then you get them on the email list. Now you're banging them with the email list, and then finally they get through when they buy something through the email list, because then they get to your website.
Right. Because watch this here. Let me scroll down. Look. Let me scroll down. This series is fire, by the way. But let me scroll down.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's not gonna
Antonio,
be the
you was
series.
smart. You was smart. You was kind. You was important. I had no
You
idea.
get it?
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this here. What's after this article? Go ahead. How important it is to contact Antonio? Watch it here. I'll just click sci-fi fiction fantasy. I don't know what's going on.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
look, I'll click this one while he's asking the question. I'm going to show you. I'm going to click this one. Watch this here. Scroll down. Oh, it seems to be
different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Is it technically the same email list one at the bottom?
Same email list. Same email list.
Okay, you just put it in each different tab. So basically, I would build a tab, put the information in, put this at the bottom.
What a great question.
To the same place.
All right. What a great question. He recognizes that I would have, oh man, I hate to share it. Stupid. Hold on. People data leaking. I got people emails up there. He is recognizing, I need to get to, so I'm going to take a picture of this real quick so I don't be telling y'all what Dr. Fair's email address is. Y'all don't be sending him nudes in y'all spare time or whatever y'all send. I'm not sure. Chain emails. If you love Jesus, don't scroll. Y'all remember those when
you hear about your Lord Savior Jesus Christ?
Yeah. Okay. So Jalen recognizes that I have multiple tags. ATS coaching, ATS leads, D6 rights, hard money lending, inner circle, Solarian verse. Everybody okay with this?
Yes.
When y'all remember this. Remember this. This is low-hanging fruit again, Dr. Ferris. Remember this, because now that so when you ask me, well, Antonio, is this the same form, which Jalen clearly has experience with this? It's the same form. This is the Solarian verse form. If I want to do hard money lending, it would be on hardmoneylending.com. And that form would be over there. Each landing page will have its own form. Why, Antonio? Because a domain costs $5. It's far better for me to spend $5 than to confuse my audience. So I'll just have 6 websites. It's not like that's not normal.
But aren't they all linked though? Or technically those are all different ones in ConvertKit?
For me, they would be linked to ConvertKit, and then I would have them all going to support@antoniotSmithjr.com so I can just check one email.
That's what I needed to know.
Yeah, I'll just go to support@antoniotSmithjr.com, Since everybody would be tagged, Dr. Ferris, I'll be able to look at their tags and know which website they came from. That way, I'm only emailing them what they signed up for. I'm not emailing them nothing else. I'm still in the top 2 right now. I'm still in the building your database, blah blah blah. But I got more. I have more. So do we get what I'm do we get that if you look at my website, I am clearly saying here, Grace, Dion, I'm clearly saying, you know what's important to me, Dion? Yo, god doggone joining my Solarian verse. How you know that's important? Well, the first thing you see is join the Solarian verse. If you click a link, guess what you're gonna see? Join the Solarian verse. You're not gonna see nothing else. For what? There's no reason to see anything else. Now, some of the nonfiction books that I publish will be here. Some of them, not all. Some. Most of them I sent to Melissa. Now watch it here. I did something so brilliant with vegetation games. I had Grace show y'all. Deanna, share your screen. I need the email from today. I had Grace show y'all long email chapter 1. While she's doing that, I'm also going to show you that without promotion, without anything, what I got, what was it, 43 subscribers? Did y'all see that? It was like 43 subscribers in my little thing. 43 subscribers or something like that. Okay. Why in the hell do I have 201 visitors, 468 views? Y'all not paying attention. Why are these numbers so high?
So all of this is on ConvertKit.
This is just Jetpack. This is just standard Jetpack for WordPress. This is why I be telling y'all build your sites on WordPress. This is just standard. But I'm getting traffic. Deanna was like, you should put ads on there. And do you remember what I told you, Deanna?
You said that you want your audience to be able to go to you and be like, man, I knew he had an ulterior motive. You want them to be able to come to you and not have that thought.
Right. I told her I'm not going to put ads on my website. I have no problem with mixing news. A news says we advertise. That's literally advertiser probably came from a newspaper in 1521 with Columbus and stuff. Who knows? I'm pretty sure the bourgeois class, it came from newspapers. Now watch this here. Remember yesterday's email was real long, nothing clickable. Deanna, could you hover over the picture? Is it clickable?
No, it's not clickable.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't do a good enough job. Scroll down.
Really like that look.
But that's clickable. That's clickable. Click it. Click it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta share it differently. Give me 1 second.
Here's the punchline. Low-hanging fruit. I got y'all attention, low-hanging fruit. Got your loyalty, low-hanging fruit. And the next day, Ina, I said, don't pre-order.
This is what popped up when I clicked the link.
Please click that button.
Which one button?
The number one. No. The drop-down menu. You can get up to 100 pre-orders at one time. Stop the screen. I'm moving on now.
No, don't move on.
Okay. Half of y'all got books. If anything, you should be paying attention right here.
I'm paying close attention. Trust and believe.
I am,
Yeah.
but with somebody with so much other stuff, I'm just trying to internalize it because it's like,
if you have a lot of other stuff, you need multiple domains. You need a domain for each other stuff, and you need a landing page for each one of those things. I have no problem if you start a website, but then those websites need to be just landing. You need to treat your pages like landing pages.
So this is why I stopped you, because I don't have no bunch of books yet. I do have books that I'm probably going to republish. I don't know it. Melissa not on here, but I'm gonna republish everything prior to my new baby. And does that mean I'll need a landing page for each of those, a lobby,
So you in
and
Jalen's
then
question now.
I'll need like a I guess a website for each book or a website for books only.
So what I decided to do is build a website that was blog based, because a blog is landing page. That's it. A blog is just a landing page. What
Okay.
you saw is a very beautiful. I understand. I'm gonna show my website again.
Was this why you stopped blogging on LinkedIn as much and Medium, and you kind of brought it here?
That's exactly true. That's exactly true. And when I put on Medium and LinkedIn, is always something. I would love to post there daily because I have an audience on both. Like there's thousands of people on my LinkedIn. I decide which one was more important, LinkedIn or Mexit. So I moved to Mexit. So I post what I think would be a once in a lifetime article on LinkedIn and Medium. I'm going for quality over there and not quantity. If I don't think it's once in a lifetime, I won't post it.
So the next thing is, because I have products and I have a service, so I need to have a lobby for services and then a website for services. I should not, NOT, all capital letters, 5 exclamation points. I should not have my products and services on the same page.
Absolutely not. But okay, absolutely not. This is the most now I feel like the class is worth it because now y'all asking real deal selfish and high level questions. Dr. Ferris has asked one too. Should I have my courses on the landing page? No, because courses, well, I'll come back to that in a second. Yes, you should separate products and services. Why? Because you're confusing me.
Okay, so I'm sorry. It's not a dumb question, but I'm dumbing it down just to
Okay,
make
so let me say this here before I forget it. Everybody write this down. Nobody, and I mean nobody, ever buys what they need.
Repeat that, Antonia.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, ever buys what they need.
So they buy what they want and not what they need?
Did you have a hamburger yesterday? Did you eat sugar today? Help me out here, y'all.
that $30 candle right behind you.
Come on now. We don't buy what we need.
4 of them.
We
4 of
buy
them.
what we want. And then here's the deal. After we get what we want in that category, that's it. That's the loaded phrase there. In that category, then do we consider, let me get what I need. So before, hold on real quick. Before Jalen go, before Trinace go, let me explain to you through Jesus Christ. Hey, Dr. Ferris, how you doing? Doing all right? All right, good, man. Listen here. Here's a sandwich. Go on, eat. You good? I'm the bread of life. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll do it again. Y'all go ahead, keep the party going. Get this wine. Okay. Y'all like that? Okay. Because I'm the grace that's on top of that grace. John chapter 2 and 1 go together. Nah, no, don't live to me. Y'all good out there, man? We got the vine. I'm the true vine. 7 different times. Nobody listens to preaching on a hungry stomach. Give me my want, then you qualify for my need. We've been saying that since Dale Carnegie wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. All right, so I'm not looking at comments. I'm about to get Jalen. I'm about to get Trinace. Let me just nail this one more time. Dr. Ferris wants low-hanging fruit. It should not be what people need. It should be that thing they want. Y'all need to learn to put candy with the medicine. So Dr. Ferris is going to say, but they need to know about the argument for the soul. No, don't sell that. That's what the website's for. That's what the course is for. Sell them is heaven real. Do souls exist? Near death experience proves the soul exists. How much does a soul weigh? Are y'all getting it? How much does a soul weigh? Can you feel the soul leaving the body? This is stuff we want. And then when you catch me, I have now 100% completely answered how to get low-hanging fruit. Stop getting out there with bait about what I need. I know I need to lose weight. That food tastes like trash. Now go and give me this chocolate that you said I can eat that won't make me gain weight. Give me that low-carb cake. I'm not coming from personal experience. I hate chocolate cake, by the way, but you get the point, right? You get the point. Give me what I want. Because I'm low-hanging fruit, remember? I don't trust you yet.
That's why you always say give value before asking for
Give
anything.
me what I want. I am carnal. As much as I want to tell Dr. Ferris I'm ascended and there's no way that I am going to sin, I am looking forward to after this class and my interview at 4 to my cup of vodka or whatever I'm gonna get. I'm looking forward. I've got no problem to. Don't bother me one bit. It's gonna be vodka or scotch. Because it's what I want. That's not good for you, Antonio. I want it. And you say, well, that's stupid. I understand, but you do something stupid too, just not in the scotch category. Y'all got plenty of books you ain't read yet. You got a addiction to buying them because you want to collect information.
Mind your business.
Okay. So Dr.
High
Spirits
five,
needs to
Deanna. High five, because I order 12 the first of every year.
See, 12 books. Here's the deal. What you know what would be one of Dr. Ferris' #1 sellers if he get it? He get a name, number, email. 365 reasons why the soul exists. Sell it on Christmas Eve. I mean, New Year's Eve. And just keep it out there. 365 reasons the soul exists. And then, guess what, Susan? Just do the opposite. 365 reasons the soul doesn't exist. Now you got everybody. Now you got everybody. Okay, Jalen, Trinace, and then we'll pick up. And I'm gonna read these comments while y'all talking.
I forgot. Go ahead, Trinace.
Okay, Trinace.
Okay, because I ain't at work because
I see.
my back is hurting. I got a bunch of questions.
She got a new man. No, sorry, it's a different class. That's okay. I was going.
So I
You
got
better
a
be like,
bunch.
I stopped myself because I ain't got no filter. And even my alarm said don't do that. And that's growth. You hear me? That is growth.
I'm sorry. Can we just all unmute and clap for
I
Antonio
ain't
for
got
opening
no
himself?
filter. I ain't got no filter. None.
And you didn't say the private message or
I
anything.
did not. I did not say the private message
Yes.
out loud.
That was
Even
all.
though it's had all caps, do not say please do not read aloud. 4 dots. Yep, 4 dots. And I listened that time. Okay, go ahead, Janae.
Okay, so the first thing is last week you were supposed to tell us how to write it out long for Deanna to do it a short version of our business. So can you
Okay.
put in line app how to do that?
To take your business and reduce it to 10 words?
That's correct.
I could, but I tell you what, I'll give you a prompt and I'll do it myself. I'll do that. Okay, I'll give you a prompt for ChatGPT and then I'll give it to you.
Okay. Secondly,
Hold on, let me give you this prompt first.
Okay.
Please take my information below. Please take my information below about my business and change it to a, I'm gonna change it and create a 10-word vision statement for my business and give me 5 different options. Y'all can do that while she's asking her question. ChatGPT will do it for you. There you
Wait.
go.
Didn't we do this last week?
Yes, but I think she just asked me to show it. But we did do it last week. Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I skipped half the day. I had to go back to get back
Right.
to the salt mines.
But I think I gave you a prompt now. I don't think I gave you a prompt last
No,
week.
you didn't. No.
All right.
You gave an assignment to Deanna to do.
So I'll push that further. Take that same prompt I just gave you,
Uh-huh.
and this time say, take your business. And Dr.
Mhm.
Ferris, you're gonna love this part here because you have a spiritual crowd. Take your business, say, give me a please take my business and give me an audacious, that's a it's a specific word that I know in artificial intelligence gonna give. Give me an audacious and bold, not mnemonic. I'm always trying to say that mnemonic device. What's that device I'm trying to say? It's not mnemonic.
A mnemonic?
Mnemonic.
A mnemonic?
Mnemonic device. That's
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
yes. That. Yes. Perfect example. It's an order operation, y'all. Perfect example. Give me a mnemonic device. So not only, watch this here, not only do you get your vision statement with that first one, you get your movement with the second one. You put that on a t-shirt, you put that on the website. You could put, I don't know, whatever, right? Revolution, and it means something. And now you start calling you, how you build an audience? They have to become a congregation. You start calling whatever that mnemonic device is. I need somebody to do that. Deanna, can you get the thesis and your statement about always becoming? Share them up on the screen, and we go through both of these in front of everybody. Okay, I'm running out of time, so do it pretty quickly. Go ahead, Jaden.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So yeah, my question earlier was just dumbing it down again. So, like for me, being selfish, I have the business, I have coaching, and then I would have books as well. So should I not put, those all three should be different ones?
Absolutely.
Okay, I was thinking putting everything under personal, then do them
You can
out.
do that for social media. Yes. You don't need 3 different. That's a good, you don't need 3 different social media pages. Dr. Ferris does because they're 2 different nonprofits. You don't need, you can put all that stuff on your one social media page should you choose to because you're the brand. It's okay. Gary V talks about Vayner Sports, Vayner Wine, Vayner Media. That's okay. Grant Cardone talk about all 7 of his businesses on his one page. That's okay. Because that's not confusing because I'm only looking at one post at a time. You get me? You can't consume your whole timeline at one time. I can only watch one video at a time. This is why it's doable on social media. But when I get to your website and you overwhelm me, whenever you give people a decision, they make a choice. Whenever you give them more than one decision, they don't. You do me. All right. Then I put in, I'm more concerned with the mnemonic device, if you don't mind.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. I'm more concerned with the mnemonic device. Because we already did the vision statement, like Dr. Ferris said. I'm trying to get y'all to start. I'm trying to get Dr. Ferris to start a movement. Like these Sixers. I'm trying to get you to start a movement. To get that,
Ah,
because you
okay.
gotta, right? Like people care about movements. Yeah. Copy and paste. And then I need that. I need that. Whatever prompt I said for mnemonic device. Hopefully you wrote it down. If you didn't, shame on you.
I didn't.
Come on, hurry up. Let me see this stuff. You can put all that in ChatGPT 4. You got 4 over here. I'm looking at it. It will fit just about all this. Just give me a bunch of it. I need a bunch of information. Outstanding. Scroll up to the top. Shifting it 3 times. There you go. Here we go. Please take my information below and create me an audacious and bold mnemonic device that captures my company, comma, its energy, comma, and vision.
Hey, can you spell mnemonic?
Someone put this in the chat.
MN something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, MNEMONIC.
M-N-E. Say it again.
MONIC.
M-N-E-M-O-N-I.
There you go. Fix it for you. Mnemonic device, by the way. I'm not done with this. Forget all that. Forget all that. I'm running out of time. Okay, now come over here, his space, and put, please give me 5 different options. I want to show y'all something real quick. Now hit enter. We're talking about getting customers, low-hanging fruit, aligned to embrace, authentic living, leading with joy, inner peace unleashed, growth guided principles, navigating life's currency, to empower, manifest, become. Look at that. Joyful growth. It means something. Creative paths. Y'all acting like this ain't fire.
I'm sitting here trying to
Oh,
figure.
this is Pimpalicious.
Ooh,
Thrive Academy. That might be the best one.
Personal fulfillment. I saw that.
I like Thrive Academy.
The first one I actually
Oh,
Dream Aligner. Hey, Dream Aligners. That's it right there. That's your one.
that's
I don't need to
tight.
see no more. That's the one. Because you can call, hey, Dream Aligners. That's your one right there. I don't need to see anything else.
Wow.
Because part of low hanging fruit, Dr. Ferris, is to communicate with them. Stop your screen.
I'm sorry. I got lost. I'm sorry. I was.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Hey, Dream Aligners, how's it going today? I want to drop you another video about following your bliss. But you see what I just did?
You're giving me an idea, Antonio.
That's what I'm here for. that's what I clocked in today to do.
Okay, so you did, that wasn't what you gave us to write. So Deanna, can you post that in the chat,
Yeah,
please?
because they ain't. You gotta give them the hot fire. Give them the hot. Put it in the lineup group too. Can y'all see how now she has a movement? Dream aligning is the movement. And now you can get people to join. Like, ooh, please hear me. You can now get people to join your email list because it's not about your company no more. It's about the energy of dream aligning.
Now that was worth having a hurt back for.
There you go.
That was awesome.
So guess what Facebook group she needs to start, or guess what she needs to change the name of her Facebook group to?
The
Dream aligners.
So she got Always Becoming. So Dream Aligners needs to be the paid face group, the one you pay to get into. Hey everybody, my name is Deanna Marine, and I started Always Becoming because I recognize that we are always becoming. And for an exclusive time, for an exclusive moment, I would love to offer you the opportunity to join me in the other Dream Aligners. In Dream Aligning, we and make up some stuff that Dream Aligning means, and that's the paid stuff. I said it earlier when Dr. Fair had the question. You segment your audience. Sometimes you pay. When he asks a question, you should sell books a lot. It's like, does Antonio do it? Yes. Does Antonio do it? No. It depends on which audience. I'm separating wheat from the tares, sheep from the goats. I know for sure. I know 100%. Jalen, no, everybody. I know for sure everybody on this call will buy from me. So y'all are separated. You get different emails. You get different access. The mother folk, they get the low-hanging fruit stuff. They get 365 ways to find out if the soul exists. You can get that too, but I do it differently for you, Susan. I say, listen, I'm so glad you're here. I just want to give you a bundle for absolutely nothing. You get it? You're gonna get all this for free. Go ahead, y'all.
So are my dream aligners my low-hanging fruit or my high-hanging fruit?
In your case, high-hanging fruit is always becoming already works. It works just fine. I wouldn't change anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. Now let's do Dr. Ferris now. Dr. Ferris, he's going to take all the write-up about his company. And here's the deal. You don't even have to like this. ChatGPT don't need you to be professional. It just needs information. He can take the back of his book description, for God's sakes. Here's the back of my book description. I'm building a company around this book. Can you establish me a strong mission statement about 1,000 words for my book? I mean, for my company? And you get that long mission statement. Now you take that mission statement and now you use those 2 prompts I gave you. Please create me a 10. Take the back of the book, make a long mission statement. When you get the mission statement, now you're all in business again. And Tony, I don't have a back of the book. Who you trying to compete with, Ina? Well, I'm thinking I like Brene Brown. Okay, Google Brene Brown, Brene Brown Company. Copy and paste about 600 words, throw it in there. Please, my company is a lot like Brene Brown. Please don't mention her name. We're building my own company. Please give me a strong mission statement, and the rest follows. You don't even need to do anything. All right, math time. Math time. Math. Let's recap first. Actually, let's poll my audience first. Has this been valuable?
Yes. Yes.
I'm still at the point though where I don't feel like you can implement everything I've said yet. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm still for me personally. I know some of you can, but I'm trying to get everybody to immediately go running because I'm getting Dr. Ferris messages. Dion was trying to create a landing page yesterday. She's supposed to be on vacation. She's creating landing pages on her vacation. She's crazy. I know what Ena's doing. I know it's Trinae's child. Trinae's always working. She be working at work. So we know, okay, what she's doing. So I know y'all getting it in, but I want to give you some more practical application. Based on what I said, let me give you a step-by-step process. Step 1, find the social currency and apply those 5 rules Antonio talked about: engage, unengage, all that stuff. And use ChatGPT to give away a free product for it that's text-based. I'll repeat. Step 1. What was that time to accomplish here? I'll
Well, you
remember if I know
said
what I
it.
was
Find the
trying to do.
Find the
social
social
currency.
currency and
Thank
apply
you.
the
Yeah,
5
I
rules.
literally forgot what I was trying to do in the middle of repeating. I forgot what the hell I was talking about. I knew what I was talking about, but I forgot what the hell I was trying to do. I got to angle it somewhere. Aim it somewhere. Take social currency. What's social currency? I'm not sharing it unless it make me look good. If I'm not first, it ain't getting shared. I don't care about being second. I just know I need to be first to my audience. That's very important. I don't care how long you've been in business. If I don't want to share it, I'm not. When Dr. Ferris first got on social media, he was like, man, hey, man, change your profile picture to my picture. It was cool then until people recognized social media was a bit bigger than that. And that was like 2009. You can't ask nobody to change their profile picture no more. You know how offensive that is? Y'all do know we break up over social media, huh? We fall out with family over social media. If I share somebody to my timeline, we either go together or we make money together. Y'all can act like they ain't telling the truth or not. But go on there, go on put some shirtless man on your timeline right now. Change your profile picture. Put him on your story. See how many phone calls you get, Grace.
Get plenty. It'll be like, Renee, what happened?
So social currency is if I ain't sharing it, unless it make me look good, y'all gonna find out when Grace get married at the altar. Grace, am I lying?
No.
Oh, by the way, Trinace, if you got time, swing by tomorrow. About 3,000 people gonna be at the wedding. They all had 24-hour notice. You ain't gonna know. My mama ain't gonna know. Jesus ain't gonna know. Jesus gonna find out late. I just thought I was dating Grace. I ain't know. Jesus gonna find out later. So social currency, now you've tied into those 5 things. And then create a text-based product that ChatGPT can use for you and give it away as a free resource. But, Dr. Ferris, for name, number, and email. Or at least name and email.
Is that the second one or still on the first?
Still in the first. Still in the first.
And this is for what category again?
This is for generating leads into your I'm building your email database, and I'm about to give you math to create your monthly subscription. We got to give away. Dr. Ferris needs to. Let me be. Whenever I talk about relationships, everybody always get it. So I'm going to be inappropriate in relationships, so everybody gets it. Everybody pays attention when you're inappropriate, and everybody gets in relationships. Single Dr. Ferris, not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Single Dr. Ferris needs to go to where they like long distant running shirtless white men and do workout videos topless. I bet he convert. You understand? Ask Ina how much she converted when she laid back and took pictures. It's not the conversion she wanted, but it was conversion. It was absolute conversion. She got some unsolicited pictures. I'll let you imagine what kind you think she may have gotten. But I'm just telling you, Tanya, there's a conversion process going on. So we're trying to take the equivalent of single Dr. Ferris, shirtless, sweating, his body glistening, in a group ran by women, men who glisten and are white. That's where he needs to be. Or black women who like white men who glisten. That's where he needs to be. You get it? So we need to find the equivalent of giving that away. Is it his book? No. The book is what I need. But as soon as he satisfies my sexual desires, I'll then get what I need. As crazy as that sounds, I'm actually very much so in Sigmund Freud's psychoanalysis. Human beings are, how does he say it? Carl Jung says the same thing, are animalistic, is the word that he uses. We're running towards pleasure or from pain. So your product better get me off or get me out of the trouble. You're not listening. Your low-hanging fruit needs to make me go, or yeah, I got to get this because she getting on my nerves. I'm gonna get his product so I can leave her. That's what it needs to be. This is what it needs to be. You can argue about this, but then you're going to be poor. Give me the orgasm or give me the new house so I ain't got to deal with you no more. I need to leave or stay, whichever one I'm trying to do. Go ahead, Deanna.
For petty purposes, can you answer the question that Dr. Ferris put in the chat, please?
Oh, sure can. I had him scrolled up.
Or
Are you
don't.
saying sex sales theology? You know what? That would actually work. That would actually work.
Well,
Would go,
that's
yes,
actually,
it
I would
should.
say that's true. Because when Keon got divorced, the members left his church, but it was flooded with single women.
Flooded with single women. That's what it is. So you got to give away something according to my animalistic instincts. Antonio, can you define my animalistic instincts? I'm running towards pleasure or from pain. That's Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. It has not been disproven. It is what it is. I didn't make that up. Dr. Ferris, all you got to do is say, let me give you a prompt for this. Please take my information below and take the animalistic doctrine from Sigmund Freud's psychoanalysis. And create me 2 products. One that marches people towards pleasure. 2 that takes people through escapism or running from pain. I'm making this up off the top of my head, so I don't know what
I'm
to
gonna
tell
need
you.
you to repeat that last one.
It's probably going to come out differently, but I got it though. Please
People.
take my information below and use the animalistic doctrine from Sigmund Freud's apostrophe S, psychoanalysis. He wrote the introduction to psychoanalysis. He wrote more other books too, but this is the one I'm referencing.
Grace, you got this?
No.
I don't. I have the concept in my head. It may come out differently. Please take my information below. Actually, Gianna, how about you share your screen? We'll do
Okay.
it for you right now. You just copy and paste. You just copy and paste for everybody else. I'm trying not to go over time. We're now 4 minutes over time, but I'm trying to. While she's doing this, when we figure this out, here's your math. You need to give away this product and expect 35% of people to join your monthly program. This is your math. Narrate, Deanna. I got people
Expect 35% to do what, Antonio? I'm sorry.
to join your monthly program.
Okay.
Remember, I'm building your monthly program, but I can't say step 1, build your monthly program, do this. No, I had to give you everything else. That's why a monthly program was last. Because if you didn't rush to translation, you now have enough sentence diagramming and parsing to be able to watch how it makes sense a little bit. Watch how it makes sense. I'm not done with the math yet, but give me a second. For those of you who wrote that down, hold on real quick. For those of you who wrote that down, 35% join your monthly program, but expect 25% to lose 25% of them due to attrition every month. Write that down and I'll come back to it. Okay, go ahead, whoever's talking.
Okay, so what I was doing was I have an entire document that is my core teachings, and I was adding that into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has plenty to work from when I do this.
So let's go with the prompt then. Remind me, I'm ending with the math and I'm almost done. Please take my information below. Make sure everybody get this prompt down before you even hit send.
Gotcha.
Please take my information below and take the animalistic instincts doctrine. There you go. From Sigmund, Sigmund, Freud, Freud, think so. Yeah. Apostrophe S. Introduction to Psychoanalysis. I got the book if y'all want it. I'm sure I got it on PDF. I got Richard Feynman. Anyway, it's a bunch of nerd stuff. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. I read a lot. Okay, Sigmund Freud's introduction to remove that period. Okay, I gotta stop looking at your screen. Please take my information below and create the instincts and create me two different products. Period. Number one, I need a text-based product that ties into the human desire to run towards pleasure. Period. For this run towards pleasure product, you need to think, open quotes, what do people want in my information below, not what they need. Close quote or period, close quotes, and then say, this is what I mean by run towards pleasure. In product two, I need you to create a product that does the opposite. Period. This time, we're doing what marketers call escapism. This time, we're doing what marketers call escapism, which is I am in a certain position and I want your product to get me to my dream position. Period. I am calling this, according to Sigmund Freud's teachings, run up, open quotes, run from pain, close quotes. Yeah, wish me luck. I got a major interview with Dr. George Fraser in a little bit. Yes, we're gonna copy and paste this. That's why I had to do it so everybody can get it. I'm not done yet. No, I forget all that. Two different parts of the brain. Two different. We're being creative right now. As a result of my instructions, please give me 5 products in bullet points with full explanations for each. No, don't say for each. For running towards pleasure and running from pain. Okay. After you hit send, well, actually, after you copy and paste, now go copy and paste it because they not, their ears don't work until you give them that magical prompt. There you go. Give them that magical prompt. There you go. All right. Y'all got the prompt now. Put it in line. There you go. Appreciate you.
You missed the top sentence.
Oh, yeah. You missed
Yep.
the take.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Put it back in Zoom and then put it back in line app. And then we'll see the results. Whilst this is happening, I'm giving you the math now. You're accounting for 25% attrition. And you're going to no. You share your screen.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to account for that attrition every month, which means that you expect to grow 10% per month. Now, what you're going to do in that mathematics is you're going to label these. 35%, label it, join my continuity program. 25% attrition, which you're never going to get 25% attrition a month. But if you understand business, you would be very grateful that I have you accounting for attrition up front, Dr. Ferris, because their cards will expire. So you might as well account for it up front. That way you don't have to adjust your lifestyle. All right. And then from that 25% attrition, you're also telling your business it needs to grow 10% every month. Because if you don't grow 10% next month, then the next 25% attrition is going to eat your subscriptions. There's your math. I would explain more next week. That's all the math. I got plenty more math for you. Please make it physical products that I can create. All right, so you want to create physical too. Okay, so you do that, but let us go up here and now. Here's her digital products. Run Towards Pleasure. That's not what it's going to be called. Products design. Joyful Moments subscription box. Look at it. Come on, man. Y'all acting like I didn't just kill this.
Man,
That's good.
wow.
This
I
I
is
like that.
A
Wow.
monthly subscription box that deliver items. Just so we're clear, I have now, remember I said I don't feel like I've given you enough or you can implement today. I have now reached that point
yes.
that after this class, you take that prompt, especially Dr. Ferris is already building on his stuff. He's doing it from his head. You take this prompt. He can just copy and paste every single thing he got online, just copy and paste the menu and all that stuff and put it in there. ChatGPT would filter out. But I promise you, this is building your monthly subscription. Wait, look, I just built your monthly subscription. Creating your email, spend most of the time there. Your database, the audience. I didn't get to show you how to build the audience yet. We're gonna do that next week. How I get my ad solo.
That and psychographics.
That and that's the psychograph, and I didn't get to do the writing the email sequence for a year. Y'all can see this. Scroll down to your physical products, Nadia. She asked for physical products. Joyful Living Inspirational Card Deck, for God's sakes. What a great thing. So easy to create a card deck.
Wow, nice.
I'm sure right now, if she Google, there's somebody making custom cards right now.
Mm-hmm.
What a great idea. I wish I would have thought of it.
Oh, look at this one.
Joyful Infused Yoga Mat and Accessory Kit. Get my yoga mat has been moon charged. The Joy board game. All right, stop the screen, man. Stop the screen. I gotta wrap this up. That's what you call application. There's no. Just hear me well. What Deanna just did was create 10 streams of income that fast. So Antonio, what would you do if I was Deanna? Put all 10 of those streams of income and sell. Deanna, I'm going to give you a few numbers. You're going to put 200. Y'all should write this down. I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it. Let me see. Give me a second.
45 minutes.
I know I'm a be good. I just got to shave, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to. Let me see real quick. trying to see if I want to show this or because some of y'all are visual learners. I'm always in tune of if I say something, who's going to actually put it in their head. Not because they're being lazy, it's because that's not the way they learn. So I'm going to show it on my screen. That way I know that way, Kenneth, you're not learning. I'm giving you the tools. I'm giving you the tools that you can repeat yourself. And then we're done. So what Deanna's going to do is she's going to take $100,000. She's going to put that on a calculator. Everybody see it? She's going to then divide it by $20. She needs 5,000 people. I hope y'all writing this down because I'm not. Deanna's going to take $100. She's going to divide it by $9.99. She needs 10,100 people. I'll just round it up.
So 100,000 divided by $9.99 equals, you said 10,000 people?
Yeah, 10,000 people. If you had 10,000 people paying you $9.99, you would be making six figures a month. Just so we're clear, that's what we're doing here. When I did it that was clear. That's a month. The first one was a year. The second one was a month. No. I did $20. Both of those was six figures a month. I'm
This
going
is
to show you.
per month.
Yeah,
Okay.
both of them because I'm doing monthly prices right now. If she has $100,000, she's going to divide it. Name me what your conference will cost. Yeah. And just any price in the company spirit. You ain't got to think about it. You already,
2,500.
how much?
2,500.
So she has a $2,500 product. She needs 40 people.
Wait, what did you divide that by?
100,000.
Oh, sorry. I got lost for a second.
No, you're good. I hope y'all write this down. I'm showing you how to do it. This is literally building your businesses.
Divided by
Dr. Ferris says, I want to make $350,000, Antonio. All right, no problem. $350,000. His average class is going to cost $125. I'm going to divide that by 125. This is how many people you need. 2,800. Okay, we go back to you, Deanna. I'm just doing easy 100,000. 100,000. Let's say I did 2 monthly subscriptions. And we'll say you got a $97 product giveaway. Okay.
Okay.
Something that costs, we're gonna do $49. Something that costs $49. 40 divided by 49. You need 2,041 people. I'm ending the class now. Can y'all see now? But I didn't do the email. I did not. We ran out of time. And I didn't do the psychographics thing. We ran out of time. I will next week. I promise. But what I just did is I built the business system now. I also showed you what to do on the front end, how to handle the rest of, like the second half of class was low-hanging fruit. Dr. Ferris ain't suffering with that no more. The low-hanging fruit. How do you get low-hanging fruit, Antonio? You don't give me what I need. You give me what I want. Remember, as a low-hanging fruit, I'm a seeker. I'm not a disciple. You give disciples what they need. You get people who just came to church, small groups. That makes sense, Dr. Ferris. Sit down. We're going to go through Genesis 12 today. King James. That sounds like Dr. Ferris and them. On a Tuesday night Bible study. That's a disciple, Tanya. That's not somebody that just got to church. This is what it looks like. Somebody at church. Hey, everybody, every Thursday night, we go out to this bar that I totally love. They got great tacos. And we do a small meetup. And we just get together, we just talk and we fellowship with one another. I told you the church is the greatest example. Now, I don't know if I'm a capitalist or a heretic or a great thinker. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get reduced to. I'm not sure. but small groups are for sales funneling, low-hanging fruit. In the small group, Susan, is when you start walking me to a disciple. I'm a disciple. I don't want to be in your small, I want to be in any small group. No. If Ferris, Phil, Susan, Grace, Dion. Okay, y'all are Jalen. Y'all are disciples. You've been there a long time. You hear me? At this point, if you don't get to heaven, it's your fault. You understand? It's your fault. This your fault. Who try to go? Which one of y'all trying to go to a small group? You may run a small group, but who's trying to go to one? Yeah, because that's milk. You're a meat eater, to borrow from your text. Dr. Ferris is looking for the next great philosophical and theological debate to go to so he can get fed properly. Dr. Ferris and I have the same problem. We know too much about the Bible. That means 95% of what we hear in the church is heretical. I don't want to speak for him. Most of these sermons that come out of people's mouth, I'll be like, oh my God, that was totally Gnosticistic. I mean, not narcissistic, Gnosticism. And it was completely, oh my God, modalist. Oh my God, just stop talking. But I can't because I can't say that out loud. But I promise you, that's the truth. Hell, half my conversations be like that. So I know, okay, I know. I just need you to get low-hanging fruit. That's small group stuff. That's to say Noella got a wig selling business. I'm gonna help her out with that. Girl, get this wig. No. That's not how that funnel works. You know how that funnel works? Rewash, last 6 years, none itch. Let's sell bras, breathable and sexy. Come on, ladies. I don't know what these fit me. I don't know what I'm talking about. One thing be sexy, but can it be breathable too? Though, golly.
Yes, Lord.
You want to win? This bra stops boob sweat. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Where is that one?
Please, sign me up.
I
It's
know,
too
I need
hot.
some help, man.
It's too hot.
Summer's
And these
coming
things
up.
too big. All right, y'all get the point. Last words. Everything I said so far takes zero faith. I'm not telling you. Actually, everything I'm saying right now is easy. What's going to happen though is you're going to be judged by your amount of effort. Is what's going to happen here. So when things no longer require faith, the universe requires action. $324. I'm done in $327. Trinace, look at me. When faith has already been used, God demands action. It's how the universe works. I could find you scriptures and tell you about it. I could find them in the Quran and tell you about it, but I'm gonna spare you that. Let's go human history. Some of y'all gonna go, wow, and do nothing about what I said today. But if you do, then the 10,000 hour rule kicks in, doesn't it? Pareto's principle kicks in, 80-20, 80%, 20, 80-20 rule kicks in. It's still Pareto's principle, but y'all don't know what Pareto's principle is. This is not a faith thing. You got 17 more weeks to get to 6 figures. Right now, I'm gonna give you a minute back. Whatever the hell you pray, excuse me, I shouldn't say that. Whatever in the world you are praying for, there we go. Whatever you're praying for, put you here. Your whole life led to this class. Might as well get money from it. You can plan better. You can dominate. That's all I had to say. Grace is, I mean, Dan, is it my Zoom or his Zoom? Is it Zoom in the calendar? Is it our Zoom? All right. Well, then you and Ina log on immediately. Both of y'all get on. I'll be there in a second. That way he can meet Ina and then y'all can just jump off. Okay. And then, yeah, you stay host until I get there. Thank y'all so much. I hope this was a blessing and some good stuff. Love everybody.
Love you
Love
more.
you more.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.